funky. I don't think he realizes it, and it's not the technique of your instrument. It's the feel, as you know. So.
That's right, and I know players that are great in terms of technology and understanding of the instrument, but they don't play with any feel. And I know guys that don't have music theory, don't have incredible chops, but when they start to play, their playing is compelling, and that's 100% feel. So I don't think it's something you can learn. I don't think you learn feel. I think you have I think it's kind of innate. Guys that pick up the instrument and just draw you into whatever they play.
Yeah, I mean, Mark Sandman was one of those guys for me. I don't know if you and I think, have talked about that before. Did you know Mark Sandman? He passed away. He's the bass player for Morphine. Played a 2-string bass. The strings were tuned in unison, and he played with a slide. And it's some of the most sultry, soulful bass playing I've ever heard in my entire life. He was one of my heroes.
Wow. Yeah. I don't know his work at all.
Yeah, Morphine. You would love Morphine. They're a great band. There's an album called Yes. That's the one I would. And you like Yes?
Did they have a sax player?
Yeah, it was just 3-piece. It was Barry sax, 2-string, and the drummer.
Okay, amazing. So I have heard Morphine. I didn't know the guy's name.
Yeah,
but yeah, I have heard that band.
So I did notice that you, obviously it took a long time for you guys to get recognized by should I say the cool people? The people that think they're cool.
The establishment.
The Rolling Stones and those types of, to me, I saw it, the minute that you were on the Colbert Show, I was like, they're in the cool club, finally, after all these years. We've been, all us, Rush nerds have been sitting around going, they're actually really badass and cool. But as soon as he had you on that show, it was like, it was undeniable. And then along came the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and all that whatnot, But, and I'm sure like a lot of artists, I personally don't like reading press that much because it usually just annoys me. But I noticed that the pretentious thing in the book, it really struck a nerve with you about the notion of that Rush was perceived as pretentious.
Yeah. Oh, well, I was, Neil and I would talk about this. We would talk about what the fuck does that word mean? Who's pretending here? When you're playing to your ability and you're striving for more, and you're not faking it. It's real. It's a real desire to get better, and so we didn't understand when people would call us pretentious. Just because our reach perhaps exceeded our grasp. That didn't mean that it wasn't an honest effort to grab the ring, It's not like we were doing it to acquire some sort of glory. We were doing it to acquire a better handle on our music and to break down barriers to our musicianship and improve, So it always bugged us when some writer would just toss us off as some pretentious 3-piece band from Canada with progressive ideals and all that stuff. And so I just thought it was interesting to review in the full spectrum of my career and where we've gone and where we came from, and try to understand why that is such an easy word to toss at a band that has high ambitions. And so that's kind of what I was getting at in the book to discuss it. And I think it's helpful to examine bad criticism, because I was as skeptical as bad reviews as I was of overly good reviews, You know what it's like, some person waxing on about how great you are, you go,
I don't get good reviews. I don't know what you're talking about.
That guy didn't hear all the bad shit we played last night,